Welcome to my Vision News. Three news stories. First one is about a statement from the Holy Synod from Ethiopian Orthodox Church. The statement seems to be a message for Ethiopian government. Church, what does church want from the government? Government has largely stayed neutral in the ongoing conflict within the church so far, but church wants something from the government. Details for you. Secondly, in Tigray, certificates are being issued to those who supported Tigray forces in the 2 year long war. Who are they? And what is the purpose of issuing such certificates? And thirdly, viewers, Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki is going to visit Somalia. When will this visit happen? We have not seen Isaias Afwerki abroad in the past few months. What is the agenda of this key visit? Is Eritrea focusing on Somalia now after we are seeing return of peace in Ethiopia? Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian Orthodox Church Holy Synod issued a statement today. Today's St. Mary's Day was celebrated by Orthodox followers across Ethiopia. We saw banners displayed in support of Orthodox Church led by Abune Matthias. In the previous video, I showed two banners which were displayed in Yabalo, Oromia, calling for unity of church and respect for decision of the Holy Synod, which revoked title of three dissident archbishops. And we saw today a display of banners at several gatherings in Sidama, in Addis Ababa, in Oromia, and most of the banners called for unity. They supported one church, one synod, and they asked the three dissident archbishops to return to apologize. We did not see lots of banners in support of Abune Saviras led Oromo splinter faction. And then Orthodox Church issued a statement a few hours ago. The church firstly says in the statement that violation of church law was committed by three bishops. That is why an urgent meeting was called, and from Ethiopia, from abroad, archbishops attended the meeting and they supported the Ethiopian Orthodox Church position of the church. And the Holy Synod thanked other world churches too, churches from Egypt, Eritrea, India, Armenia, and Syria. It thanked other religions too, that Muslims and others, they backed the church too. And it wants two actions from Ethiopian government. From the government and from the people. Two demands, you can say. The church, the Holy Synod says that church law should be respected. It means that what church has said, what it has done, should be respected by the government. Church has revoked the titles of the three archbishops and 25 other priests. The church wants people and Ethiopian government to respect this decision made by the church. Secondly, the Orthodox Church says that it is government's responsibility to protect innocent Christians, believers. What does it mean? Church is demanding security for itself and for Christians, because we could see confrontation in coming days between the two factions, the Oromo faction, mainly Oromo faction, led by Abune Saviras, They are appointing new bishops who are going to take charge, who are going to assume charge at different churches. And Abune Matthias-led faction-affiliated bishops obviously will resist. So that is why we could see confrontation. In this confrontation, Orthodox Church wants the government to support the church. What will the government do? Government means federal government, regional governments, all forces. So far, what we have seen in Oromia is that Abune Stephanos was expelled from Jemma, and another priest was arrested and detained and then sent to Addis Ababa, who apologized to the Holy Synod a few days ago. So it's a test of church's authority. Will it be respected, especially in Oromia? But church wants the government to be on its side. All governments, regional, federal. What will the government do? That is a question which will be answered in coming days. Secondly, viewers, in Tigray, certificates of recognition are being issued to Dejens. Who are Dejens? Dejens are those civilians who support army, who support fighters. Dejens were on both sides. Dejens supported Ethiopian government forces and Tigray forces as well. They cook meals, they sometimes carry supplies, luggage of the security forces. They don't fight. They're not part of combat. They provide logistical support to forces. They're civilians. And Tigray government is recognizing their role. You can see one such certificate on your screen. These certificates are being issued to Dejens in Tigray to recognize their services. People are raising questions too, because some Dejens they might not be comfortable with their names being made public. Some worked in secret. And there are other questions too, that if these certificates are being issued, it means that these certificate recipients will be given priority when it comes to giving jobs, when it comes to giving some facilities. So that is why these people are being separated. Question, what is the criteria? Who is deciding who is a Dejen, who supported Tigray forces? And will these certificates be respected by Ethiopian federal government too? Will these Dejens be adjusted by the federal government too for employment, for other facilities? That remains to be seen. So far, certificates are being issued, but it could lead to start of internal problems in Tigray, it seems. Lastly, viewers, Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki is going to visit Somalia. Date has not been finalized, or it has not been made public so far, but reportedly in coming days, Isaias Afwerki will visit Somalia. By the way, a few days ago, Eritrean Information Ministry announced in a statement that Isaias Afwerki was going to appear in interviews by some journalists. But so far we have not seen any interview by Isaias Afwerki. So maybe we will see him being interviewed in coming days. But his visit to Somalia is being confirmed without mentioning the date by most sources. Eritrea is now trying to focus on Somalia. It has trained thousands of Somalia soldiers, ground, naval, air forces of Somalia. More than 5,000 they have been trained in Eritrea for around 3 years. And now they're returning. They have returned to Somalia. Somalia is hosting some Eritrean soldiers too, more than 100, who are said to be trainers of Somalia's soldiers. If you remember, years ago, Eritrea was accused of forming, backing, and arming Al-Shabaab. It was put under sanctions. Eritrea denies these charges. Now, Eritrea-trained forces are starting offensives against Al-Shabaab. It means that Somalia is now the new country in the region where Isaias Afwerki will focus. He has neutralized TPLF as a regional power, as an Ethiopian power. He does not see TPLF as a regional threat now. Game over. We saw banners displayed by Eritrean military. Next target seems to be Al-Shabaab, though Eritrea does not share a border with Somalia. So Al-Shabaab isn't a direct threat to Eritrea. It is more threatening to Ethiopia, to Kenya, to Djibouti than to Eritrea, because Eritrea is not Somalia's neighbor. But still, Al-Shabaab is a regional threat. Isaias Afwerki is going to now support Somalia's government in the fight against Al-Shabaab. He wants a major role in Somalia, I think, like he had a major role in Ethiopia, where he and Abiy jointly took on TPLF. But can he have this major role in Somalia, where there is presence of so many regional international players, US there, presence of Arab countries too. Arab countries are on good terms with Isaias Afwerki, but US isn't. Let's see, can Isaias secure a main role in Somalia in the fight against Al-Shabaab? That is what he wants, I think. So we'll try to update you in coming days about his visit to Somalia. By the way, Hassan Sheikh has visited Eritrea twice since he took office in May. So maybe now Isaias wants to reciprocate. He wants to visit Somalia. In coming days, we could see such visit. Thank you for watching.